Hey family, it's Chef Rick and welcome back to the Flavor Lab on Unseen Cuisine, Cooking Without Limits. Now on Monday, we talked about how to pan fry, getting vegetables that golden crust and tender inside. Today we're getting into the why. Why do vegetables get crispy in the pan? What is the oil actually doing? And how do you control all of that without needing to see? Well, I can tell you, once you understand, that's when the Unseen Cuisine Method really starts to click. So let's talk about it. Part 1, moisture versus crisp. Let's start with the biggest factor, moisture. Vegetables naturally hold water, and water is the enemy of crisp. Before anything can get crispy, that moisture has to cook off. Audio cue. When vegetables first hit the pan, you'll hear a sharp, active sizzle. That's water escaping. As they cook, that sound changes and becomes lighter, steadier, and less aggressive. That's your signal that the moisture is leaving, and now crisping can begin. Tactile cue. With tongs, at first they feel soft and a little fragile. As the moisture leaves, they start to feel firmer and more structured. That shift, that's the transition to crisp. Part 2, what oil really does. Let's talk about the oil. Oil isn't just for flavor, it's how heat moves into the food evenly. It coats the surface so every part of that vegetable touches heat at the same time. Thermo cue. When your oil is ready, you'll feel a steady heat rising from the pan, not smoking or not a weak heat. Sound cue. Drop something small in it. It should sizzle immediately, not pop aggressively. Tactile cue. When vegetables go in, they shouldn't stick hard to the pan. After a moment, they should release easily when nudged. That means the oil is doing its job. Part 3, the crust. Here's the part that everyone loves, the crust. Crisp happens when the surface dries out and heat starts to brown. Audio cue. The sizzle becomes more consistent, less watery, and more steady. Tactile cue. When you touch or lift the piece, the outside feels firmer, slightly textured or rough, not soft or slippery. That's your crust forming. If it still feels soft or slides easily without structure, it's not ready yet. Part 4, why overcrowding kills crisp. Now, this is the big one. If you put too many vegetables in one pan at once, they start steaming instead of frying. Audio cue. The sound drops off or turns into a dull, weak sizzle. Tactile cue. Vegetables feel soft, damp, and less defined when you move them. That's not crisp, that's steam. Give them space, because space lets moisture escape, and escaping moisture creates crisp. Part 5, cooking without sight. The method in action. Now, let's bring all of this together. You didn't need to see anything. You used sound to track moisture leaving, touch to confirm structure and crisp, heat awareness to control the pan. That's the Unseen Cuisine Method. And you're not watching the food, you're understanding this. Here's what I want you to take away. Crisp isn't random, it's a process. Moisture leaves, surface dries, heat builds, crust forms. And when you learn to recognize each step through your senses, you stop guessing and you start controlling the outcome. So now, if you really want to master this, I break all of this down in the book and ebook on how to recognize these stages, how to use your senses, and how to cook with real confidence. So go ahead, grab it, and start working through it, because once it clicks, you'll never look at cooking the same way again. This has been Chef Rick, cooking for every sense, cooking for every cook, and cooking for every confidence. I'll see you next time on Recipe Friday.